everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Uh, what's going on? Hope everybody have a dope weekend. Hope it's everything that y'all needed it to be. Some peace and quiet, hopefully. So you was able to watch the battles in peace. Hopefully. Uh, Listen. Bottom line, we got to give credit to guys because while I understand I saw on social media a lot of people weren't too happy with the event overall. I feel like we got to give a lot of credit to some of these guys. Number one, because of all that's been going on with COVID. You see the K-Shine and Paste shit been moved back multiple times. Um, it's a lot going on, man. And then when they get to these environments, you understand they don't really. It's not like guys who get a chance all the time to go to Urban Plaza. Guys who get a chance to always go to Club Drum, where you get a kind of feel for the atmosphere. Every time that they do a Cat Fiend event, the environment keeps changing. And I feel like we got to give them some sort of credit for that, man, because that's not an easy thing. You never know what to expect, not only from your opponent, but from the environment as well. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like they deserve a lot of credit. Also, by the way, for all you people, please get in the description and check out my art channel. Been dropping stuff, and clearly I got some more stuff to drop. I'm about to do a Henny bottle also, and for the ladies, I got some Coach wristlets that I'm gonna be putting out. So subscribe to my channel, hit all alerts. Anyway, starting the night off, first off, T-Top and Easy the Block Captain didn't happen. I see a lot of people were like super disappointed about that. I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I wasn't excited for that battle to begin with, so it wasn't a big deal for me. But I did want to see T-Top battle. Like it wasn't a big deal for me. I want to see in a way how Easy the Block Captain was going to deal with someone like T-Top, but I really wanted to watch more about T-Top performing. Not only do I like watching him battle, but I also want to see what he was going to come up with next against Easy. You know what I'm saying? If there was going to be an angle at all, there might not have want to be an angle, right? Anyway, Ill Will versus Danny Myers, in my opinion, was dope. Ill Will, I feel like Ill Will kind of not having clean rounds. I think Ill Will made it way more difficult on himself because you're sitting there, you're battling Danny fucking Myers. You know what I'm saying? And anybody having to battle Danny is difficult. Whether you like Danny as a battle rapper or not, whatever. Just know every time you go in there, he's coming with intensities, coming with bars, he's coming with everything. And I've only seen Danny one time show up really unprepared and messing up, and that was against Pass. You know what I'm saying? He got bodied by Pass, which I never thought I'd see the day anybody would body Danny Myers. I really liked the battle. I really liked the battle. I appreciated it. I also, while again, I always say some of these angles get redundant because you hear people use the same thing. So to hear Danny, Ill Will going on Danny's family like that, of course you like, yo, here we go again. But I do feel like Ill Will did it in a dope way. I do feel that way. I think the battle was super close, but I had Danny Myers winning the battle. I don't think you can put up a big argument for anybody who, you know, if somebody says, nah, man, excuse me, Ill Will got that, you know, I have no problem. I just don't think the battle was clear enough. But I definitely felt like Danny Myers won the battle, and some of it was because some of the stuff with Ill Will, it seemed like he had moments where it was almost like having a hard time getting through the material. But salute to them both for having a dope ass battle. Arsenal versus Jerry West. I have to be honest. I didn't like the battle. I didn't like the battle. You know, it's hard for me sometimes to say stuff because I don't want to come off messed up or like I don't appreciate what these guys have to go through and what they put in. I know it ain't easy, but I feel like every time, well, not every time, because Arsenal has had some dope performances recent. I thought he was pretty dope against Official. There's somebody else I thought he was pretty dope against. But when you listen to Arsenal's rounds the majority of the time, and again it happened in this battle, it feels like everything it's like I heard this all before. It's like I heard every single one of these rounds before. Some of these bars he have, I feel like we've heard these same bars in other battles. He just switched a word or two. I'm not accusing him of anything. And again, I'm not trying to be foul. But it's just so redundant every single, well, not every time, majority of the time. I feel like Jerry Rush didn't really capitalize on this opportunity. I thought he did well. Don't get it wrong. I think he did well, but I think he was really in a position to really get crazy. And I don't feel like that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? That's my personal view on it. I don't think he got crazy. That whole thing that he did with the radio, that whole thing he did with the radio, especially when he did it the first time, it was cool. When he did it the second time, I felt like it was a bit forced and it did not hit to me. Like it wasn't going good. I do like that Jerry West is willing to take that risk to go the extra mile for entertainment and performance. I do appreciate that, but on this one, I have to say, when he did it the first time, it was cool. The second one, it didn't come off right, and I think it kind of, I don't think the battle was all that to begin with. So something like that to me actually hurts when you're having trouble getting through what you're doing. And I do feel like Jerry was in a situation where he could have literally, I think he could have clearly beat Arsenal. I think he could have did that clearly, and I don't think he did that this time. I think he left it to be closer than expected. Personally, I got Jerry edging the battle. But I can't say that it's clear, and I can't say that it did so much for him. I don't know. Of course, there's an experience factor for him. He gets to see how he did, what that felt like, and what to do going forward. But I do feel like Jerry been around long enough, and we've seen some dope ass performances from him. And for whatever reason, I don't feel this was that. But I got Jerry edging the battle. Next up, let's go K-Shine versus Pat Stay. I understand for Pat Stay there's been a lot going on, and you gotta understand also for him that their lockdown has been different, so trying to travel and all these things, I understand. But I do feel like if you guys been booked for damn near a year and it keeps getting pushed back, I feel like Pat Stay had more than enough time to prepare, and I felt like we did not get a prepared Pat Stay. Truly, I really think that most people would agree with me when I say Pat Stay versus K-Shine didn't belong in that setting. But with all that's going on, we don't know when we're gonna get events again. Not to sidetrack, but I just saw some shit on the news where some of these sports stadiums and concerts venues are talking about making people take the vaccine for the COVID and making them show proof and on an app. It was some wild shit. It was on the news. You can look that up. So ain't no telling how anything's about to play out in these next few months. So I don't know how much longer you could have kept pushing back Pat Stay versus K-Shine. Ain't no telling when there could have been crowds. But both their styles lend themselves, especially against each other, they lend themselves more for a bit of a bigger, a different setting. Let's say that. I do think that, listen, go watch Head Ice versus Pat Stay. I feel like Pat Stay still could have got crazy in this setting if he showed up more to rap. And I don't feel like he did that. I saw him tweet something saying that, he took responsibility. Like, yo, man, there's no excuse. I underprepared. And that was difficult reading that tweet because I'm like, damn. But now, listen, we're human, and I understand, Pat. My disappointment was the amount of time Pat Stay had. K-Shine was incredible. K-Shine was incredible, in my opinion. I think we could make an argument that K-Shine bodied Pat Stay. Pat Stay's first round was bad. All over the place, it was bad. The outfit was bad too. Salute to Pat Stay, man. He's so fucking fire that I'm sitting there watching this first round and I'm like, yo, you can't be serious. In the second round, he picked it up and he was dope to a degree. Second round was more about the jokes, and I felt like all 3 rounds, the height jokes and everything got a little bit redundant. But it's Pat Stay, and the way he delivers it, it's hard not to laugh at it. I thought his third round was pretty good. I think my disappointment in all of this was not only the lack of preparation, but that Pat Stay didn't show up to mostly rap. I felt like, yo, if you coming on, it's my opinion. You guys can let me know how you feel about this, but I feel like the way they market and promote the Smack Volume is for a small room and people who can fucking rap. They want you to come and rap, like show us you can rap. And I know Pat Stay could do it, and he didn't do that. K-Shine's third, I thought was dope. I thought it was great, phenomenal. What only setback I take is that I do get tired of the race shit. Like, and if you know me, you know I hate race bars. I hate bars about that type of shit. But to keep it real, K-Shine, the way he performed that, like going in and out of being, 1 minute he was K-Shine, next minute he was Pat Stay. The way he was going in and out of that, and the little like glitching kind of shit that he was doing. I know it sounds weird if you didn't see it and you hear me talk about K-Shine was like glitching. It sounds fucking hilarious. And it might sound stupid as well, but it's a fact. That's what he did. And I thought the way he did the creativity was fucking fire. The way he performed it was fucking fire. The way he was delivering the bars, going in and out of Pat Stay's flow was fucking crazy. K-Shine's third round to me was phenomenal, man. It's phenomenal. The one thing I felt was missing was that we could have did without the race stuff. Or he could have did a little bit less of that. And I feel like it would have definitely went over. But it was crazy, man. It was definitely crazy, and I appreciated it. I got like I said, I got K-Shine 3-0. The question is, are you gonna look at it like a gentleman's 30? Or are you gonna look at that battle and say, yo, Shine bodied Pat Stay? And I have to keep it real. I'm slightly leaning towards he bodied Pat Stay. Let me check these. I see we got some salute Polo Mr. Suburbs. Yo, go subscribe to Polo Mr. Suburbs and LLC. EBK Scorsese, salute. Yo, man, that duel of them two is fucking incredible. Polo and EBK. Polo said Pat Stay had no reason to not be prepared. Totally unlike him. Absolutely, I agree. Salute Bad Money. Yo, go subscribe to Bad Money TV. He said Sean wasn't that good. You don't think so? I thought that third, man. I thought Sean's third to me was crazy, man. I don't know, man. I can understand if you saying the first 2 rounds wasn't that good. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was incredible the first 2 rounds. That third round to me, it was just everything. Like I said, everything, the way he packaged that third round was phenomenal. Who's next? All right, so we're gonna go Goods and Geechee Gotti. Goods and Geechee Gotti. If there was ever a time that you watched a battle, and I know it gets cliche to say, some people don't want to hear that shit, but you have times when there is literally a battle that goes by preference, like 100% about preference. That was this battle. That was Goods versus Geechee Gotti. It was a preference battle if there ever was one. I'm talking about, I was torn, like, damn, who, you know, it's crazy. Like, how do you give 1 round to who? Um, so I say it like this. I felt like it was a mix between, well, Goods was saying it. It was, boss talk slash grown man talk. To And don't get it twisted. Geechee Gotti's a boss in his own right. We already know he's an entrepreneur, things of this nature. Salute to him. I'm just talking like how it was. Like, I felt like Goods was having like a mature conversation with a younger him to a degree. And that might sound weird to some of y'all, but just think about it for a second. Like, Bad Money, I know you know what I'm saying. Like, when you look at somebody, and I don't mean like he's looking down on him, but it's like me, and I know Bad Mike understands. Like, when you're in the streets and shit like that throughout these years, and then later on now in life, like when I see some of my little young homeboys, you know what I'm saying? There are times I gotta pull them to the side, speak to them about certain shit that they do, and so on and so forth, because I feel like I'm watching you be me, and I don't want you to go down that road type of shit. I don't think Goods talked to him the way Lux talked to Calico. I think Goods, it was more of a kind of talking to his former self kind of thing. And I don't know how to really explain it, but I thought it was dope. And I loved what Geechee was doing, because Geechee was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna stop being me. And sometimes for these battle rappers, that's what you gotta do, is just be you. Like a Shotgun Suge, guys like this. We love these guys for who they are. We don't really want you to be you. You might have a sprinkle of fans who want you to turn and be like this, or they want you to try something new. Certain guys, we don't want to see shit new from them. For example, a lot of people, the way they look at a disaster, the way they look at an Arsenal, it's not the way I look at them. People want them to keep doing that type of shit. I don't. But it's not that I want them to change their style. I just want it to have a bit more substance. I want it to make sense. And I think the way Geechee did that shit, like Geechee's just being Geechee, that's what the fuck we want to see when he battles. And I love the way this battle came off, because while I don't think it was the best back and forth of the night, I just like the perspectives we were getting. I thought that was just so dope. Now, I got Geechee taking the first round. Excuse me. I got Goods taking the second round. And I felt like the third round is where the debate is at. And I had a hard time with it, man. Like, I'm like, damn, I'm thinking Geechee got it. Then I'm like, I think Goods got it. And I was watching it with my brother. And my brother felt like Goods got it clearly. Especially for some of the reasons I just said. My brother felt like, Goods was like grown man to him the whole time, and like almost like talking to, like, everything I already explained. It was like me and my brother agreed on that aspect. But my brother felt like Goods clearly took the battle 2-1. That's how my brothers thought. I don't think it's clear. I think this is 100% a preference battle. Like, I'm like, damn, I think Geechee edged that shit. And my brother's like, nah, Goods clear. And as we're talking about it, I'm like, fuck, Goods might have took, like, it's literally a preference. It's where your mind frame is when you're watching this shit. Cause they both were dope. And it's so difficult. I right now I'm gonna keep it real. It's hard for me to call a winner. Gun in my head, if I have to pick who I thought won, fuck, man. Like, maybe I edge Goods, after you think about the totality and like what was happening there. But again, I really loved what Geechee was doing. I really don't think a loser happened here. I don't. I know people don't like hearing about ties and battle rap, but this might be one, because to me it's literally about how you absorbed the content. Pause if necessary. It was a dope battle, and like I said, I just like the two different angles. So to me, the battle of the night, and this is the final. It wasn't the final battle of the night, but it's the one that I wanted to leave for last. I thought battle of the night was B-Dot versus Chilla Jones. I absolutely thought that was battle of the night. The best back and forth. It was crazy. Let me look at this chat real quick before we talk about that. Bad Money said Pat had a dope second. Yeah, he did. Salute Tatted Teflon. Y'all go subscribe. It's up early ground and salute, man. Bad Money said you right. It was like Young Bull getting schooled by the OG. Wasn't Lux versus Cal type. It was that essence. Yeah, hold on. It's not letting me see your whole comment. So he said, like you said, but it was that essence. Yeah, absolutely. Bad Money. By the way, too, I tried to get. I know you saw it, but I tried to get into your caffeine stream after the battles, and I got a new phone. So caffeine was telling me I had to verify some shit, and I didn't know how to do it, so I couldn't stay in your thing because it wouldn't let me stay in your chat room, and it wouldn't let me comment. So I don't know what that's about, but I did try to tap into your stream, your caffeine stream. Chilla versus B Dot. Once again, talk about preference. This is what it's gonna be, but this wasn't based on that. Goods and Geechee was based on preference. Yo, man, what can you say? What can you say? Now, I thought Chilla started his first round off a bit slow. Just the very beginning of his round, it seemed almost like he was trying to. I don't know if he was trying to, because I've heard battle rappers say this. Listen, Ilmac told me on the stage when he was battling JC, he switched his verses, his rounds, the placement. Like he used his third round and like his first and shit like that. So I like the way Chilla was even starting up before he even said words. It felt like he was thinking, yo, which one of these rounds I should start with. Like I was confused, but I'm like, yo, Chilla, what the fuck? And then he really had a slow start, Chilla, man. Now when he started heating up, I thought he was very good, but I was like, damn, Chilla, the first half of his first round was like, yo, fam, what the fuck is going on here? Like, yo, why is this such a slow start? And then you're battling B-Dot. And you don't want to give him an opportunity for him to set the standard. And you don't want him to set the pace because you know how B-Dot can be. You know what I'm saying? And again, I like Chilla's material, but I felt like it was taking too long for him to get going. Not for B-Dot. B-Dot was rapid fire out the gate. Of course, I'm watching that and I'm like, see, this is why you can't start that slow. Because if B-Dot does this all 3 rounds, now you got to make sure your next 2 are bulletproof in order for people to even look at it as debatable. And B-Dot was phenomenal in that second round. I gave to Chilla Jones. I felt like, I don't know, I just really loved all the shit that Chilla was going at, and some of the things Chilla said in his second round to me helped him in the third round, and I'm gonna get to that. But Chilla was playing defense, so to speak, and went at B-Dot about his King of the Dot affiliations, and that was very smart. We'll get to that. B-Dot in his second round, you know what? We'll just get to that now. B-Dot was incredible in his second round too. He was incredible, but I felt like Chilla took that second round. Third round, Chilla's angle on that third round was phenomenal. And then after the battle, when they were talking to Jay Black and everything, B-Dot admitted that third round bothered him. If you didn't see it, B-Dot went in on, Chilla went in on the whole angle of what B-Dot goes through with his baby moms. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't want to go into that. I'll just leave that there. Like he just went. B-Dot has said before that his kid's moms has a drinking problem. I'll just say that, and I'm not gonna say nothing else. Watch the battle. I don't like talking about that kind of stuff like that. And Chilla took that angle. He flipped it. Went in on him like, yo, like the way you talk to Holmesy, and then look at your situation, and then 1 minute you're uplifted. Next minute is this and blah blah. Like the way Chilla broke that down, I was like, yo, B Dot's gonna have a hard time having to deal with this third round. But if anybody can do it, it is B Dot. But I knew he was gonna have a hard time because the way Chilla Jones delivered his second round and then to go into that third like that, fuck, that's a tall task. And what happens? B Dot's third round is attacking Chilla Jones for being the King of the Dot champion and for so-called, I guess you could say, white league owners. The reason why that third round didn't hit like that for me was not only did Chilla just have a phenomenal third round, a phenomenal angle, but Chilla's second round, he was breaking down how if you attack him like that, you being a hypocrite. So Chilla was already playing defense, knowing in your third round, you're going to talk to him about that shit. So he pointed it out. And what happens? To me, it disarmed what B-Dot had. Not to mention, I don't remember if it was the third. It might have been in the second, but B-Dot, yeah, I think it was second and third. I don't remember. Yeah, second round, B-Dot was having a hard time getting through his material. He was having a hard time getting through the material, had to run it back and all of that. I believe he did it in the third round as well. And that's a hard sell when Chilla just gave you them last 2 rounds as fire as he did. Especially that third. So, all in all, I think it was a fire-ass back and forth. Minus the slip-ups from B-Dot, it was still a dope-ass showing from B-Dot. I don't think he had a reason to really hang his head. I seen his body language in the interview after that, and I was like, damn, B-Dot, like, I understand you're going to be your own worst critic. I'm my own worst critic. But at the same time, it's like, yo, my man, you went in there and fought. It ain't like you went in there and got your ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? You went in there and fought, and there's no shame in that. To me, there is a such thing as a good loss, and I do think that this is a good loss. I will say if he get through his material cleanly, is a bigger debate on who won. But on this one, I don't think it was a debate. I think Chilla won. A very close battle, but he won. And B-Dot did say he feel like Chilla got it. So, there's that. All right. Overall, if I had to look at the event of what it was, I mean, it is what it is. I definitely expected a bit more in totality. Keep it real. But it was what it was, and I understand, like I said, every time these guys got to change, every caffeine thing, they got to change of environment, and it does take some getting used to because you don't know what to prepare for. It's not like you've been in that building before. It's not it's not like that. You don't even know what the set is going to look like. The cameramen, fam, first off, I hate the frame rate that they're using. I think, and I want to be clear about this, if this was an RBE event, a King of the Dot event, y'all will be killing them for that camera shit. Not only the look of it, but how the cameramen be all in each other way and shit like that. Y'all will be killing other leagues. I want to point that shit out. Y'all will be killing other leagues for that. Yeah, so let me run through this chat one last time. What he said. Bad Money said, yeah, I saw you. I'm still working on some stuff. Yeah, y'all go subscribe to Bad Money TV, man, and on Caffeine. Jax89 said I haven't been here in a minute. Salute, Jax. Salute. All right, everybody. Again, I hope everybody just enjoyed everything that we saw. Make sure you get in that description. Go subscribe to my art channel, man. Go subscribe to my art channel. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe, hit the alert bell, all these things. Thank you for rocking with me. At some point during this week, I'm gonna do a live where I'm just talking about a few things that's been going on in battle rap. It's not gonna be like just geared towards one thing. I just want to just share my thoughts. I will talk about the camera shit a little bit more, I guess, but it's been bothering me, man. And it is what it is. Enjoy your Sunday. Hopefully you're home with your family. I've only slept 3 hours in the last 24 hours. I got some things I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna possibly watch some football and chill. But enjoy your family. Enjoy your day off if you have the day off. The weather seems beautiful out here, man. Just have a blessed day, man. I'm in a good spirits, even though I ain't really ain't getting no sleep. Salute to everybody. Salute, salute, salute.